Hi, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
You guys are both young and relatively new to the university. How do you think your position within the culture here will affect your campaign as women officers?
Well, we don't have as much experience as the third years, we admit that, but I'd like to think that we bring the fresh face, we know what the students want, and we know what our friends want. That's what's important.
Yeah, we're both really passionate about it. Radia is a former member of the Model UN, is it?
Yeah.
And I'm on the FemSoc committee at the moment, so hopefully with that experience it will help us to make a change.
What have you learned from the current women's officers at the universities?
We thought that we loved their consent talks at the beginning of last term. That was what really inspired me. I went up to them at the end and I was like, that was great and stuff. But
also their self-defense sessions.
Yeah,
that's something we want to carry on as well.
Yeah, we thought those were really great.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do differently from the current women's officers?
Maybe we want emphasis on socials. We want a inclusive women's, all diversity. Because I think feminism these days, it's not just about all women. It's about all diversity, all races. It's all POC basically.
Yeah. How do you plan to educate people other than women at the university on issues that include or impact women?
Well, we want to continue the consent talks because we think that they're so important in today's university culture.
And we're working on something about the pink tax. We want to include free sanitary products for all students on campus because we know we're one of the universities that don't do this.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Would you like to see consent talks? Well, you do want to see consent talks continue next year, but do you reckon they should be compulsory for all students?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And given that consent is such an important part of your campaign, how do you plan to combat the backlash to those ideals?
Maybe promote the use of helplines and apps like the Safe Zone app.
Yeah, we want to promote the counselling on campus as well because we think that's really important for victims of sexual assault and stuff as well.
And how do you plan to include non-binary or trans women in your campaigns?
Self-help sessions. We just want to create an environment where people feel comfortable to come to us with issues or just even chat to us about anything.
We want to always be open for everyone.
Yeah.
You mentioned self-defense in your manifesto. How would you go about enacting that policy or idea?
Well, we want to hold workshops like Lucy and Mia did, but instead of hosting a couple of workshops on each type, we want to do multiple workshops, possibly on just one, so that people really master it. Yeah, because then it becomes a lot more useful.
Do you think people would actually attend self-defense classes if offered, and how would you go about increasing attendance to those
I
things?
think so, if it's promoted well, because...
Yeah, maybe Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah.
We found out about it through Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tell me about your plans to combat the pink tax. Do you think as a part-time officer, you have the power to lobby successfully on issues like this?
I think that it's quite possible, especially as so many universities do offer free sanitary products, especially because here, you can get free contraception and stuff, but you choose to have sex, whereas women don't choose to have a period.
It's a natural occurring thing, where it's they're termed as leisure products, where it's more like a necessity for us.
Yeah, and what would you actually go about doing within that lobbying?
I think we'd have to start off with speaking to Dom and people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unions.
And finally, sum up why you think you're best for this position.
We're both so passionate about it. And as young adults and also as first years, we really want to leave our footprint on the university and hopefully to continue it afterwards.
Yeah.
But even if it's just in the confines of campus at the moment, we really want to make a change.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you think your friendship will help you work together as a pair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We're living together next year, so it's all peachy.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for coming.
Great, thank you so
Thank
much for having
you.
us.